Once upon a time, in a big, peaceful forest, lived a little squirrel named Sammy. Sammy was the smallest of all the squirrels in the forest, and because of this, he was always afraid. He was afraid of big animals, the wind, and even his own shadow. Sammy loved to collect acorns, but he never went too far from his home tree. He thought the world outside was too scary. One day, a great storm blew through the forest. The wind was howling, the trees were shaking, and all the animals ran to hide in their homes. Sammy, too, hurried back to his nest. As he snuggled into the safety of his tree, he suddenly remembered something. He had hidden his favorite acorns near the river, far away from his home. "Oh no," Sammy whispered to himself. "My acorns are going to be washed away by the river." Sammy was scared. He looked out at the dark, stormy sky. The wind was still strong and the trees creaked loudly. He knew he had to be brave. His acorns meant so much to him, and he had worked hard to gather them. With a deep breath, Sammy decided he would face his fears. He jumped out of his nest and darted through the forest, his tiny legs running as fast as they could. The wind pushed against him and branches fell around him, but he didn't stop. He was determined. Finally, Sammy reached the river. The water was wild, rushing quickly and splashing high. His acorns were lying just at the edge of the riverbank, almost ready to be swept away. With all the strength he could gather, Sammy grabbed his acorns one by one and put them safely in his pouch. Then, without wasting time, he dashed back home. When Sammy returned to his nest, he was tired but proud. He had done something he never thought he could. He had faced his fear and saved his acorns. The next morning, the storm was gone and the sun was shining again. The other animals heard about Sammy's brave adventure. They gathered around him, amazed at his courage. "You're not just a small squirrel, Sammy," said the wise old owl. "You're the bravest squirrel in the forest." From that day on, Sammy wasn't afraid anymore. He realized that even though he was small, he could do big things if he was brave. And whenever the wind blew or the sky turned dark, Sammy would smile, knowing that he could face anything. The moral of the story is that being brave doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you face your fears and try your best, no matter how small you are. Thank you for listening to our story of Sammy the Brave Squirrel. For more fun stories like this and educational children's content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Share this with your friends and family and hit that notification bell. Until next time, bye-bye.